latest update on Typhoon Trami, which is still a Category 2 on the Saffir-Simpson scale. Winds 110 miles per hour sustained, that's approximately 180 kilometers per hour, and a pressure of 950 millibars. It's at 29.6 degrees north, 130.6 degrees east, but that doesn't really matter because of its very large eye and its massive wind field, making it a stage 7 on the CDPS, catastrophic, potentially for some of those islands. It's only 137 miles from Kagoshima, well within its tropical storm force wind field, and so is Nagasaki, and not too far away from Hiroshima, 347 miles. 531 from Nagoya, by the way, as well. A typhoon warning is in effect for a lot of the area right now, all the way as far east as Shiga and as far south as the Amami Islands. Gale advisory for Okinawa and as far northeast in Honshu as Miyagi. And this is what we expect on the forecast track in the next few days according to the GFS model, so an eventual landfall possibly on Shikoku, maybe further towards the east, and then pushing through towards the northeast. And then look what we've got behind it later on this week. Tropical storm, at the minute tropical storm, probably going to become Typhoon Kongray, which could move through the islands again towards the end of the week. An endless supply chain of storms at the minute, it seems, and that's another one that we're going to be watching over the next few days. Could be one for the Korean Peninsula. These are the sea surface temperatures. They are much cooler in the wake of the storm, but where it's headed, still around 28 degrees or so, certainly warm enough to sustain this storm on its run up to potentially reach Category 3 status again. On the forecast there, I think the GFS takes it just a little bit too north on that forecast. Indeed, some of it already having verified there, the storm passing further south of that forecast. So that's curious to see. It could make all the difference for some of those localities on the Japanese islands, especially for Shikoku and for southern coasts of Honshu. There's the next storm moving in Kongray towards the end of that forecast loop. At the moment, Okinawa in the crosshairs, but it could be anywhere around there. That's about 5 days off. It may be more than that actually, 6 or 7 days. So these are the latest chances of tropical storm force winds, very high, almost across a lot of those major cities, and even 82% now in Tokyo. In the next few days, those chances are going to rise. So HWRF and the CTCX are the two models still holding out on that Category 3 re-strengthening drive that this storm could do. All the other models say it's going to weaken. Wind shear is really rapidly rising, so it's going to have to do it quick if it's going to do it at all, but certainly a weakening trend will probably be quick to occur once it begins. And there's some more parameters there as well. The track forecast is pretty much assured, headed towards Shikoku. But it really doesn't matter where the center of the storm ends up, because this is how it's been looking in recent frames. There is the storm progressing, water vapor imagery showing some more frames there as well. The eye really struggling to wrap itself around, and it just looks like it's losing a little bit of shape in those last few frames. But what's crucial in this imagery is the northern side is still blowing up significant amounts of convection, so it's going to really be a big rain event in the southern part of Kyushu, along with those winds which could be reaching in excess of 160 kilometers per hour sustained. You can follow Force 13's outlets, the website force13.com with the latest. You can also find our YouTube page. You're probably there already, but if not, subscribe if you haven't so far. You can also find our Facebook page, Force 13 all in text, and it's at Force 13 on Twitter if you'd like to get in touch with us on there. You can also help the project become even better by enjoying the benefits of patronage. You can find out more information about how to become a patron and what those benefits are at patreon.com/Force13. You can also add Force 13 on Skype and Fool 13 at extension 9094 on Discord for tropical weather chat.